It's now time for the Rerun Sports full game recap. You give us 10 minutes, we're going to give you the entire game. We go all the way back December the 16th of the year 2023 when the Nashville Predators were welcoming in the Washington Capitals for the first of two regular season meetings, and it's Saturday night in Smashville. Head coach Andrew Burnett deploys his lines in the following way. Forsberg, O'Reilly, and Nyquist, Parson, Novak, and Evangelista, Trennan, Glass, and Sissons, Smith, McCarron, and Tomasino. We're starting to see some symmetry and some chemistry between these line groupings now that they're getting some experience together, and is certainly proving to be successful for this Nashville Predators team. On the defensive side of things, McDonough and Yossi make up your top pair. Luzon and Carrier make up your second pair, and Barry and Shen make up the third pair. Dante Fabro, the healthy scratch. UC Saros gets the start in net for the Nashville Predators on home ice in the second night of back-to-backs. We are 51 seconds into the first period, and it's UC Saros coming up with a save on Wilson after a turnover by the Nashville Predators. It's the first shot on goal of the game for either team. At 2:23 of the first period, it's Lindgren coming up with a save on Carey. That's the Nashville Predators' first shot on goal of the game. At 2:38, it's Lindgren coming up with a save on McDonough's long shot. That's their second shot of goal. Just kidding. 2:54 of the first period, UC Saros coming up with a save on Carlson at the 3:37 mark. Lindgren comes up with a save on Shen at 3:53. Lindgren comes up with a save on Smith's wraparound attempt. And we're seeing the teams trading chances, but the Nashville Predators getting the better of the chances here early in the first 4 minutes at 4:15 of the first period. It's Van Riemsdyk off to the box. 2 minutes for puck over the glass, and the Nashville Predators are going to capitalize with Colton Sissons' net front presence right here. His 10th goal of the season gives the Nashville Predators a 1-0 lead. It was a tip/redirect of Yossi's lob setup. Just an incredible play as Colton Sissons picked himself up from behind the net, cuts in front of the goaltender at just the right moment as the captain, Roman Josi, just lobs a soft wrist shot into the danger area, and Colton Sissons with the perfect redirect as Lindgren was waiting to harmlessly glove this puck. Now, Preds with a 1-0 lead on a slick power play goal. 11:07 of the first period, Evangelista with a wrist shot that's stopped by Lindgren. 11:29 of the first period, Lindgren coming up with another save on Luke Evangelista. It was, as a matter of fact, the third chance of this shift by Luke Evangelista, buzzing in the first period. At 12:56 of the first, it's Saros coming with a save on Ovechkin. We'll hear that again. 19:10 of the first period, Saros coming in with a save on Van Riemsdyk. We hit the end of the first period. Long stretch of action there from 12:56 to 19:10 with not a lot happening. As a matter of fact, low event hockey would happen for multiple stretches of this game. That was the stretch for the first period. Now, we at the end of the first period, the Predators outshoot Washington 8-4 at the end of 20 minutes. Preds lead 1-0. We go to the second period onto the clean sheet. We are 1:49 into the second period, and UC Saros coming up with a save on Potus plus a rebound follow-up. And then at 3:23 of the second period, Smith is off the box. 2 minutes for tripping. UC Saros is going to have to get dialed in right here. He comes up with a save on Wilson, then a second save on Strome, and then McDonough is going to be called for high sticking. This is going to lead to a 5-on-3, but before we continue on with the 5-on-3, Oshie does a good job of selling the high stick on McDonough and getting the call, but it was absolutely not a high stick. UC Saros, during the 5-on-3, comes up with a save on Ovechkin. Of course, his heavy blast of a one-timer from the left point. We all know where that's coming from, right there in the face-off circle. Saros then comes up with a save on Strome, but then it's Oshie able to capitalize for the Washington Capitals with his second goal of the season, tying the game up at 1 apiece. The puck got loose after UC Saros comes up with an incredible save. It was just kind of trickling just outside the goal line. Not enough momentum to get it outside the post. Oshie dives towards the net, knifes the puck in easily for his second goal of the season. We got a tied hockey game here early in the second period. Back to 5-on-5 hockey at 5:32 of the second period. UC Saros coming with a save on Alex Ovechkin at 6:16 of the second period. Lindgren coming with a save on Roman Josi. That's the first shot on goal of the period for this Nashville Predators team, coming at 6:16, and it wasn't necessarily a high-danger scoring chance. 7:55 of the second period, UC Saros comes up with a save on Wilson, and now the Nashville Predators are going to be under siege for quite a bit of time. At the 7:55 mark, a save on Wilson. The 10:11 mark, UC Saros, a save on Fairbury. At 11:05, Lindgren comes up with a save on Alex Carey. Now we're at the 12:01 mark, and UC Saros is coming up with a save on Ovechkin. Nashville Predators on fumes out there on the ice, doing all they can to hang on. 12:41, Saros, another save on Ovechkin for Tomasino, fresh off the bench. And the Nashville Predators, the opportunists, to clear the puck to Tomasino, who is off on the breakaway. And so many times before we've seen this, but unlike those previous times before, Tomasino this time finishes the play, forehand, backhand into the net. His second goal of the season puts the Nashville Predators on top 2-1 in this game. Again, for it seemed like 7 straight minutes without a whistle, the Nashville Predators were under siege, and UC Saros was coming up with some incredible saves while the D in front of him was just absolutely exhausted. Tomasino, ever the opportunist, gets the breakaway goal and finally finishes one of those. 2-1 now, Nashville Predators. We're at the 14:49 mark of the second period. It's Lindgren coming up with a save on Forsberg at 15:33. Lindgren comes up with a save on Luke Evangelista, and we have another long stretch and lull of low-impact, low-activity hockey. 19:02 of the second period. UC Saros comes with the save on TJ Oshie. We hit the end of the second period. The shots on goal now for Washington, 17. The Nashville Predators 14. So the Predators are only able to generate 6 shots on goal here in the second period, but they are able to get the most important one of all, the breakaway from Tomasino. The Washington Capitals are able to generate 13 shots on goal after only generating 4 in the first period. UC Saros had to stand incredibly strong. Nashville Predators a chance to regroup at the intermission. We come out on the clean sheet for the third period. We're 1 minute and 36 seconds into the third period, and Ovechkin, who's off to the box, 2 minutes for slashing on Philip Forsberg. Lindgren comes up with a save on the captain, Roman Josi, but unfortunately for the Nashville Predators, unable to generate much zone time, much offense, or truly anything, but they were happy to see the couple of minutes come off the clock as they're trying to hold on to this lead here in the third period. We flip to the back of the sheet. We go back to 5-on-5 hockey, and we find at 3:41 of the third period, it's Yakov Trenin scoring his 7th goal of the season. He brings the net front jam, and he won the battle on the shift after the power play. So the Nashville Predators send out the 4th line after the power play expires, and they get the job done. McCarron, a big factor on this play, and as well as Tomasino. So for the Nashville Predators, Yakov Trenin's 7th goal of the season comes with the one-hand jam in front of the net, gives the Nashville Predators that insurance goal, now 3-1 in favor of the Preds. 6:46 into the third period. It's Lindgren coming up with a save on Luke Evangelista. Luke was buzzing all over the rink tonight. 7:07 of the third period. Saros coming up with a save on Alex Ovechkin again. 7:37 of the third period. It's Lindgren coming up with a save on the captain, Roman Josi. At 8:45 of the third period, we see Carrier go off the box. 2 minutes for slashing, and UC Saros has come up with a huge save on Wilson, but the Nashville Predators penalty kill does a great job in front, blocking shots and taking away passing lanes. Nashville Predators are able to get away from this PK without any danger. At 14:50, after a significant lull in impact hockey, we hit the 14:50 mark now of the third period, and it's UC Saros coming up with a save on Kuznetsov at 15:34 of the third period. It's Lindgren coming up with a save on McCarron at 16:08. It's Lindgren coming up with a save on McCarron. As a matter of fact, McCarron would have 3 consecutive shots on goal for this Nashville Predators team here in the third period. 16:45 the third. It's UC Saros coming up with a save on Sandin at 17:23. Glass is off the box. 2 minutes for tripping. Saros has come up with a big save on Oshie. Nashville Predators PK is able to stand strong. At 19:47 of the third period, it's Strome off the box. 2 minutes for hooking on glass during the empty net scenario. Honestly, it was a reckless takedown, and the goal should have been awarded because it would have easily been an empty net goal in this situation, but Wes McCauley, being Wes McCauley, does not call the play accurately, and the Nashville Predators are not awarded. Unfortunately, Glass was seemingly injured, and this is not good news. This leads to Lindgren having to come up with a save on Novak, and it also then led to the Nashville Predators continuing to pour on the pressure up until end, honestly, just a minute or a second after the buzzer as the Preds put the puck in after the 20-minute mark. Of course, this led to a large scrum, and the Preds put the puck back in the net. They were pissed off about what happened with the Strome hit there at the end. That's going to do it, though. Teams separate. No serious incidents here. Nashville Predators win this game 3-1 on home ice over the Washington Capitals. 23-22 is the shot advantage in favor of the Nashville Predators, and the Preds find yet another way to win. The top guns on the team did not put up the points and the goals in this game. The bottom 6 got the job done for this Nashville Predators team, and while there might have been long, weird lulls and stretches without high-impact hockey, when the hockey was high-impact, it was pretty incredible, and UC Saros had to come up with another amazing game here against Washington Capitals. Against Alex Ovechkin, 6 saves alone. So UC Saros may not have had the highest shot volume, but he certainly had a heavy workload against this Washington Capitals team, and the Preds find another another way to win a game. Under siege in the second period, playing down to the Caps maybe a little bit. Tomasino's breakaway goal wins it for this Predators team. That's going to do it. Preds continue hot. Vancouver Canucks are up next. That's the Reverse Sports Full Game Recap, analysis, and more coming up next.